Good morning everyone. In today's video, I'm going to cover goodwill under admission. So here there is some brief explanation of what goodwill is. Goodwill is an intangible asset. We all know what is goodwill. Goodwill is an intangible asset, the asset that we cannot touch or feel. Goodwill can be classified as purchased goodwill or self-generated goodwill. Purchased goodwill is the one that you find it in the balance sheet. When you see admission sums, you will find sometimes goodwill inside the balance sheet. So when you see goodwill inside the balance sheet, it must be the purchased goodwill. So this business must have acquired some other business. Whereas the next type of goodwill is the self-generated goodwill, which will be found in the adjustments of the problem. Self-generated goodwill is usually found in the adjustment. Purchased goodwill is found inside the balance sheet. Method of valuing goodwill. Goodwill can be valued under average profit method, super profit method, capitalization method. Well, this is a completely different chapter. We will cover this later. So average profit, super profit and capitalization methods are the methods through which we will find the value of the goodwill. In today's video, I'm going to discuss goodwill under admission. Now, AS 26, intangible asset, explains how to treat goodwill. So, Accounting Standard 26, which is intangible assets, explains us how to treat goodwill. Accounting treatment at the time of admission. Accounting treatment at the time of admission of a new partner. First case, when a partner is admitted and he agrees to pay the goodwill privately. Now before that, I would like to tell why a new partner have to bring in cash for goodwill or any money for goodwill. As I told you already, goodwill is an intangible asset which enables a firm to earn higher profit than the normal profit earned by the other firm in the same industry. So when the company is eligible enough to earn an extra profit, what is it because of? It is because of the effort of the existing partners or the old partner. So it arises due to the effort made by the existing partners in the past. So at the time of admission of a new partner, the new partner who acquires a share in the future profit from the existing partner should compensate the sacrificing partner. So when a new partner is admitted, the old partners will sacrifice their share for the purpose of admission of a new partner. Now the new partner is compensating the existing partners or the old partners by giving some money, by contributing something, and that amount is called as the goodwill. Goodwill is nothing but a mode of compensation the sacrificing partners for sacrifices they made in favor of the new partner. Now, when a new partner is admitted and a partner agrees to pay goodwill privately, when the partner agrees to pay goodwill privately, no journal entry will be posted. No journal entry will be recorded. When a new partner brings cash, check or kind, which means some type of an asset for goodwill. When a new partner brings cash, liquid cash or check or any kind of asset for goodwill, then the journal entry will be cash account debtor or bank account debtor or asset account debtor to premium for goodwill account. So this is for amount brought in by the new partner or asset brought in by the new partner for a share of goodwill. And the same goodwill will be transferred because it is the mode of compensation, isn't it? So therefore this will be transferred to the sacrificing partners capital account in sacrificing ratio. The most important part is it is to the sacrificing partner's capital account in sacrificing ratio. So goodwill is is the only asset where it is distributed in the sacrificing ratio. Whereas when you see the other asset, the profits or losses arising to because of the valuation will be distributed in old profit sharing ratio, not in sacrificing ratio. But goodwill is the only asset where it is transferred in the sacrificing ratio. So cash to premium for goodwill to sacrificing partner's capital account in sacrificing ratio. Third case, goodwill brought in by the new partner, withdrawn fully or partly by the old partner. So the new partner brings goodwill. It can be in the form of cash, it can be in the form of check, or it can be in the form of asset. He brings goodwill in one of these three forms. So when he brings cash for goodwill, it's cash to premium for goodwill. And you will know how to deal if he brings bank or check or asset. Cash account data to premium for goodwill. Premium for goodwill account data to sacrificing partner's capital account. The first entry is for the amount he brings in. The second entry is distribution of goodwill in sacrificing ratio. The third entry is the withdrawing entry. The amount that is with the amount that he brings in as a goodwill will be withdrawn by the existing partners either fully or partly. So if a partner brings 50,000, this 50,000 will be distributed in OPS in sacrificing ratio, and then half of that distribution or maybe the full amount will be withdrawn by the sacrificing partner. So only when they withdraw, the third entry will come. Fourth, goodwill brought in full or part by the incoming partner. Goodwill brought in full or part by the incoming partner. So sometimes the partner may not be in a position to bring cash for goodwill, or maybe he brings a part of goodwill in cash, the remaining he was unable to bring. So in that case, cash account debtor, cash is debited for the amount of goodwill he brings in form of cash, and his capital account, let me remind you, his capital account, the new partner's capital account or current account is debited. Usually it's current or capital. You can record in either way. So cash account debtor, new partner's current or capital account debtor to premium for goodwill. The cash will be for the amount he brings in. Capital account will be debited for the amount he is unable to bring in. This is for his total share of goodwill. And premium for goodwill will be credited for his total share of goodwill. Then whatever goodwill he is supposed to bring or his share of goodwill will be distributed to sacrificing partners in the sacrificing ratio. Last but not the least, goodwill existing in the books. Well, initially in the beginning I told you there are two types of goodwill. One is a purchased goodwill and then is a self-generated goodwill. Self-generated goodwill will be valued whenever there is any change in the partnership deed. Like if there is an admission, like there is a death of a partner or a retirement. But purchased goodwill is mainly because when a company purchases another company or another business, and when they pay purchase consideration, when the purchase consideration exceeds the net asset value, then the difference in figure is called as the goodwill. And that is what we see in the asset side of the balance sheet, which we call it as a existing goodwill existing in the books. Whenever there is a goodwill existing in the books, distribute that goodwill to old partners capital account in OPSR. So old partners capital account debtor to goodwill account. Here it is distributed in OPSR, whereas the goodwill that we value for the purpose of admission will be distributed, or the goodwill brought in by the new partner will be distributed only in sacrificing ratio. Hope you understand goodwill valuation. Next I'll make a video to where I'm going to work out questions on goodwill. Thank you.